It's back to school season, and that means that every Jewish parent is thinking about one thing and one thing only: education. The truth is, we think about it all year. The desire to properly educate our children is something for which we will spare no expense or effort. But what is the secret formula? How do we make sure we're successful educators and role models? Our Parsha, Eikev, contains a verse that reveals the answer. In fact, it's a verse we recite 3 times a day in the Shema. You shall teach the mitzvahs to your children, to speak about them when you sit in your home and when you go on the road. Ostensibly, this verse describes the goal of education, that our children should be discussing Torah in all situations and under all circumstances. But perhaps we can read the verse a bit differently, as an instruction not to the child, but rather to the teacher, to the parent. You want v'limadetem oisam? You want your children to live the ideal Torah life? Then you must lead by example. You must act Jewish. B'shivtecha b'veisecha u'v'lechtecha v'derech, both at home and outside. You can't fool a child. He or she sees how you live even when you think no one is looking and no one sees. They even see you b'shachb'cha uv'kumecha, how you sleep and how or maybe when you wake up. And they are taking your cues. The way you live is the way they will live. By the way, for the anxious parents out there who worry that maybe your children will only behave when you're watching them, I believe this verse offers an even deeper perspective. If you live a non-conflicted, strongly Jewish life, b'shivtecha b'veisecha, at home, so even when you're not around, even when it's b'lechtecha v'derech, when you're on the road, you will be pleasantly surprised to find that your children will still hold on to your values. A man came to the great Rabbi Menachem Mendel of Kotsk and asked for a blessing that his child be successful in his studies. The Kotzker, who was known for his sharp wit, responded, "If all you do is ask me for a blessing, so I guarantee you that eventually your son will also learn to only come and ask for blessings. But if you truly want your child to be successful, then take a book, take a sefer off the shelf, and begin studying yourself. You will see, your son will happily follow you in the exact same way." Wishing you all a Shabbat Shalom u'Mevarach.